Eddie Van Halen was born in the Netherlands but moved to Southern California with his family at the age of 7. Raised in a musical household, the future rock star initially learned the piano before discovering the guitar. Eddie and his older brother Alex formed their first band, the Broken Combs, in 1964. As the group continued to evolve, it adopted several other names, including the Trojan Rubber Co., Genesis, and Mammoth. The band, which at this point had welcomed singer David Lee Roth and bassist Michael Anthony, changed their name to Van Halen in 1974. Van Halen made a name for themselves in the Los Angeles music scene, playing everything from house parties and school dances to shows at the legendary Risky A Go-Go. Though an initial demo tape recorded with Gene Simmons of Kiss did not generate interest, the band eventually signed their first record deal in 1977. Released February 10th of 1978, Van Halen's self-titled debut album launched the band into stardom. Tracks like Running with the Devil, James Crying, and a cover of the Kinks song You Really Got Me became worldwide hits. Chief to Van Halen's sound was Eddie's guitar work, a distinct blend of aggression and braggadocio. His style would help usher in a golden age of guitar playing and become the high water mark to which other acts' orders were measured. Meanwhile, Van Halen would go on to sell more than 10 million copies, becoming one of the biggest debuts of all time. Over the next 4 decades, Van Halen would cement themselves as one of the biggest rock bands in the world. Sold out tours, millions of adoring fans, and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame only begins to explain the magnitude of their legacy. A string of multi-platinum albums reflected their massive commercial appeal, with the group's seminal LP 1984 ranking among the best-selling of the 80s. Even as the band enjoyed lineup changes, most notably the decade-long period from 1986 to 1996 in which Sammy Hagar replaced Roth, Eddie remained a dependable engine of the Van Halen machine. Family was also paramount to Eddie. In 1982, his father, Jan, recorded clarinet on the band's version of Big Bad Bill, Is Sweet William Now? The Van Halen patriarch had previously been a musician in his own right, performing in groups throughout the Netherlands and the US before instilling the musical bug in his sons. Even though the jazzy track was a departure in sound for the band, it became a fan favorite. Years later, Eddie welcomed another family member into the band, his son Wolfgang. The bassist was only 15 when he replaced Anthony in the group, touring with Van Halen and contributing to their 2012 album A Different Kind of Truth. Eddie was married to Wolfgang's mother, actress Valerie Bertinelli, for 26 years. The couple divorced in 2007. The guitarist later married actress Janie Lizuki in 2009. Eddie's contributions to music were not limited to Van Halen. The guitarist only played the solo on Michael Jackson's Beat It, co-wrote tracks with Black Sabbath, and created a line of guitars and accessories. Still, if a man's legacy is best defined by the influence he has on others, then it's Eddie's fellow musicians who can encapsulate what he meant to the world. Aerosmith's Joe Perry has stated that Van Halen reinvented guitar playing, while Jeff Beck praised his amazing technique. Steve Vai called his contributions to guitar immeasurable, Tom Morello labelled him innovative, and Phil Collins of Def Leppard described Eddie as a pioneer who, along with Jimi Hendrix, defined electric guitar as we know it today. Eddie Van Halen, in memoriam, rest in power.